Hello students. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience.
बाइक कुठली
Okay, as I told you, we will go thorough in function. One new concept about function in Python we will discuss. Then after that, we will go in depth of the function procedure in Python. So here we are using a lambda function. What is lambda function? It is a nameless, it doesn't have any name. Simple. In simple thinking, the function doesn't have a name. You know that we have a recursion function, function name, that is a prime number function, factorial function. To find the factorial, we have a name. To find the recursion, we have a name. But these are the functions, these function doesn't have any name. So those functions are lambda functions, nameless functions. It is a small anonymous function. It can take any number of arguments, but it have only one expression. It have only one expressions. See here the one syntax of the lambda function is here. Lambda is a keyword. Then after that arguments colon then expression. This is the syntax to define the lambda function. Here the arguments, it takes the any number of arguments. Once I explain with the example, then you will come to know how exactly. Here it is a one example is there. X equal to lambda a colon a plus 10. A plus 10 is a expression. This is a plus 10 is expression, and the second statement is printf statement. Okay, I will explain this with practically. For that, I will open the Python shell to demonstrate the function. Ideally, integrated development and learning environment, we need to execute the Python program. Okay, this is the Python shell. Then you open the file from this editor. Just see here. X is equal to lambda a colon a plus 10. Don't be confused. Print of x of 5. First, I will explain the according to the syntax. See here, the lambda is the keyword to define the lambda function, and here we have a one argument, that is a, then the colon, after that expression, and the second statement of the function is program is print of x of 5, x of 5. See, if I execute this one, it is a teeny small anonymous function. So what it does, a takes the 5, then 5 plus 10 is 15. It returns to the printf function. So that is the execution part of the program. Here, x is equal to lambda space a colon a plus 10. A plus 10 is the expression, a is the argument, lambda is the keyword, lambda keyword. If I run this program, we will get the 15 as output. C is the 15 as a output. Okay, see here. Again, they are saying that we can take the any number of arguments a comma b. Then just I am changing the existed program, a into b. Again, the logic of the expression I am changing. It was a addition, now it is a multiplication, and here also we need to send a parameter arguments value 5 comma 10. So see, now x is equal to lambda a comma b. We can pass any number of arguments, colon a into b. It is only one expression again. Now a takes the 5 value, b takes the 10 value. So according to this explanation, what is the output? Anybody? 50 is the output. See here, 50 is the output. So again, we may take one more parameter, and here you may write another expression, a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c. Again, you may pass the one more value. See now what is the output of the program?
35.
35.
35.
Okay, 35, good. Thirty-five is the output. Again, see here. Lambda functions are teeny functions, small functions, and mainly we are using these functions in a function. Function in a function, we are using the lambda functions. So, and it is a nameless functions. See, sometimes why we need a lambda functions, because sometimes we have to call these functions and again. So it takes the any number of arguments. So that is the main purpose. Why I am explaining this one. The second lab program, that is a program on dictionaries. There we need a lambda concept. It is a one more see anonymous function. It takes the any number of arguments and it has a only one expressions. If you know this definition, and it is enough. Fine. Now the main part of today's class is functions. As I told you, function is a set of instructions which perform one particular task. The same thing, nothing change in Python, but the slight syntax is changed. We gone the so many functions. Is my screen available to you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is my screen is available to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Here there is a one PPT is there. Here the explanation of the function. Function is a group of statements that exist within a program for a purpose of a performing a specific task. Already we used some built-in functions in the Python. Printf function, we have been using this one to display the content, value, and range function we use. Len function we use to find the length of the string. You know this one. See, what is the main purpose of this functions? The purpose is it is difficult to write the entire concept without functions by using the only statements. So that is why what we are doing, we are breaking the entire program into small functions. Depends on the concept of the things. For example, in banking applications, we have the deposit function, withdraw functions, we have a account creation functions. For each function, we are creating the different functions, but all together is a banking applications. If without using the functions, if we write the line by line code to debug, to understand, it is very difficult. So that is why the most programs we are breaking into small functions, the large program into small functions. So by doing this, we may debug easily, we can understand one by one. That is the main purpose of the function. And see, in Python, how to define the function, as I told, I explained how to declare the variable. Anybody tell me how to declare the variables, means what are the rules to declare the variables? Hello, anybody respond me? how to declare the variable in other language also, C, C++. Can we use the reserved word for the variable names? Hello? Hello?
Data types.
See, means the rules to declare the data types is what? Hello? See, have you understood my questions? How to declare the variables? To declare the variable, what are the rules we have? The variable names should not be use the keywords. It should not start with the special characters and doesn't allow the spaces in between the function. It allows only underscores and alphabets. So same like to define the functions here, the name of the functions, the same rules also applies here. And uppercase and lowercase are distinct. Uppercase and lowercase are distinct. It means that capital A and small a are different. The Python shell thinks that it is a different. Have you understood the rules to define the name, declare the name of the function? Anybody respond me? Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, sir.
Have you understood? To declare the name of the functions, we have a rules like a variable. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Is my screen is available? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here the how to define the syntax of the function. See here defining the functions. Def is the keyword we are using to define the function, and my function is the function name. My function is the function name, and in this function we have a one statement, that is a print statement, and the content of the print statement is printed from inside a function. And the third, the main statement of the function is we have to call the function. My function, it calls the function. Def my function, it is a definition, and it has a one printable statement, that is a print of printed from inside a function, and the last statement is it calls the function. This is the procedure, this is the way we have to define in Python. Have you understood the syntax of the function? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here, what is the output of this code? Output is printed from inside function. Function calling is very important in Python with the function name. See, we have some rules on functions. When you run a function, you say that you call it. Means that we have to call the function while running the functions. Once a function has completed, Python will return back to the line directly after the initial function call. It means that when you call the function which is the calling functions, after that the function, the cursor goes to the after the calling statements. When a function is called, programmers commonly say that the control of the program has transferred to the function. The function is responsible for the program's execution. It means that once it completes the execution part of the or block of the function, it returns the value to the calling function. Function must be defined before they can be used. This is, you know, that if we want to use the any variable, we need to declare and assign the values in Python. So like that, if we want to call the function, before we have to define the function. Have you understood these rules? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the how the flow of execution of the program, just I will explain. See here. There is a code. Okay. Now I may check your grasping power. Means I mean to say that the somebody may understood thoroughly. That is a different thing. See, using this code, is it available this screen to you? Flow of execution.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see
Yes, sir.
here. Okay, coding part
Yes,
is there.
sir.
Okay, print of welcome. Then this after this statement there is a for loop statement for x in range of 3 colon. Then this for loop has a one printable statement print of x. Then the last statement is print of goodbye. See, anybody tell me the what is the output? See, be careful, huh? What is the output? You know that range of 3 means that the range is the default starting value is 0. The last value is it takes the 3 and the increment is 1. That is the step is 1. So it takes the starting value to the end value less than 1 from the end value. X is the iterable variable. It iterates the ranges. Hello? Somebody tell me the output.
Well, WEL.
Welcome. Then after that?
No, sir. Goodbye.
No. Then in the for loop, for x.
Well,
Huh? No.
WEL.
No. It is not over the printable statement. It is a separate one. X doesn't have any sequence of values. Its sequence of values takes from 0 to 3. From 0 to 3, it prints the 0, 1, 2. Understood? It is not flowing on the any string. The first is printable statement is separate. For statement is separate. Last printable statement is separate. Understood?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
students.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me the output.
Welcome 0, 1, 2.
0, 1,
goodbye.
2. Bye.
Okay. Welcome 0, 1,
0, 1, 2.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. See here, he is showing the output one by one. He done it. See here, output position, flow of execution. See, first it prints the welcome. Understood? Then execution goes to the for loop. Here in for loop, for x in range of 3. First it prints the 0 here. Welcome, then 0. The execution is in for loop. It is not come out from the for loop until to finish the it's all range values. Understood? So now the cursor goes to again in for loop for x in range 3. Now it prints the 1. So still it is in the for loop. See, again it goes to the for loop. Now it prints the 2. All the sequence is over of the range function. See, last statement is that goodbye statement. Have you understood the flow of execution?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. See, now with the functions, now these are the printf statements and for loop statements are the built-in statements. See here some user-defined functions. See, I will read this slide, flow of executions with function. In one side, left hand side code is there, right hand side of the screen is output is there. In coding part, def hello is the function name, and in this function name we have a two printf statement, print hi there, I am a function. These are the two printable statement. And the next, the fourth statement of the code is print of good morning, and the fifth statement of the function is print of welcome to class. And here the sixth line of the function is code is hello. This calls the function. We need in Python to call the function. Then the last statement is print of, and now we are done. These are the coding part. Is this available to everyone? Can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now tell me the output. See, go through the code and tell me the output. Don't be confused, huh? Anybody? If it is wrong, no problem. I will explain. You may think that it is very easy. Flow of execution of the function. Can I explain? Wait. See, first cursor comes to the def hello, first line. Then after that, it will not enter into this hello function, because still we need to call this function. Understood? See here. First the executions comes to this def hello. Then it will not enter into this function, because we need to call this function. Then after that it enters. So firstly directly comes to the fourth line, that is print of, because it is outside this definition is only this much. Def and these three lines are only definition. Then this printable statement is outside this function. Outside this function, indentation is this block is over here only. These three lines are the definition of the hello function. These three printable statements, last three printable statements are outside the function. The first printable statement is good morning. Then after that, welcome to class. Then now we are calling the hello function. Now the execution comes here. Then it prints these two printable statements. Then after lastly, the cursor goes to the last printable statement. Now tell me what is the output.
Good morning, welcome to the class. Hi there, I am function, and we are done.
Very good, very good. Others?
Hi there, I am a function.
No. Come again. Hello.
And
Hello.
now we are done. Hello.
Hello. Come again.
Good morning, welcome to class. Good morning, welcome to class. Hi there, I am a function.
Now we are
and
done.
now we are done.
Okay, very good, very good. Others? Others, have you understood the flow of execution? Very good.
Yes, sir.
Others
Yes,
understood?
sir.
Okay. Good.
Yes,
See
sir.
here, he is saying that. See here. First, the dark shaded is the first execution line. Then
Hello.
after that, see here, the cursor comes to here. Good morning. It prints the good morning. Then the next it prints the welcome to class. Then after that, the cursor comes to the calling function. So it calls that one. Then it prints both the.
Sir, not.
Hello. Any question? Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Okay, the last entire output here is there. Good morning, welcome to class. As you told, hi there, I am a function, and now we are done. This is the flow of execution. Don't disturb me. See, multiple functions, how to execute. See here, in previous program only hello function is there, and then printable is the built-in functions. Here we have the two functions, hello, goodbye. Two functions are there, so we can define the multiple functions. Now tell me what is the output of these functions. The def hello, then it has a one printable statement, hello there. The second function is the def goodbye, and its printable statement is see ya, and we are calling hello and goodbye. What is the output?
Hello there, see ya.
Hello there, see ya. Goodbye.
Good. Huh? Where is the goodbye printable statement? No, only two printable statements. Hello there,
Yes, yes,
see ya. Okay.
see ya.
Okay, fine. We can define multiple functions in a Python program. Next one is calling
Yes, sir.
function inside a function. See here, we have a function def main, and it has a one printable statement. In this functions, we have a one more function, that is a calling functions inside functions. One more function name is message, and it's has a one it calls this function. Again, in main function, not in message function, one print statement is that is a goodbye, and here the definition of the message function. This message function has a one printable statement. The password is who. Now tell me anybody tell me what is the output? See, the main function has a one more function, that is it calls the function. Now tell me what is the output? Anybody?
I have a message for you.
Okay.
The
Password is
who.
Good. Okay. Okay. Good. Good.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Good. Good. See, the first it calls the main function. So main function has a one printable statement. I have a message for you. So in that main functions, we have a we are calling the message function. Now the execution comes here. It has a one statement, that is the password is who. So then the cursor again goes to the here calling function, and in the main function we have the last statement, that is a goodbye function. I hope by explaining these three programs you are you can understood very easily the flow of execution of a function in Python. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good.
Sir.
Good. See, here he is saying that the some challenging of the program means we have to write the program to display
Easy, sir.
this type of code. It is okay. Again, about the local variables, I explained to you the variable which we are declaring in a functions are the local variable to that function. Understood? We can create the variables inside functions just as you would in your main program. Means that if we need some variable for the functions, we can create in that function those we can create the variables in that functions. Those variables are called local variables. Here he is explaining the the function name is bugs. Def bugs function name is here. The variable is numbugs is equal to int of input. How many bugs? ನಿಮಗೆ ಗುರುತಿರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಗಣಿಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಈ That is the different things. Issues, problems in technical. Bugs means errors. Technically, how many bugs? Understood? Hello?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bugs means errors. See here, in this definition, this is the one function. It has a one variable. Variable name is numbugs. It takes the user given values, and we are printing here. Numbugs is a local variable to the bugs function, and the last statement is we are calling the function. And again he is explaining the same thing, local variables. Again he is explaining the local variables. I hope you can understood these things. Passing arguments to a functions. There is a understood.
Anybody responsible? Yeah.
Wait. I want to explain the global variable. Okay, this is also very important. The variable which is available to all the functions of a program, that variable we can say that global variables. Already I explained these local and global, and also I explained the functions. The mainly this class is I want to explain. I want to say that lambda function is that is a nameless function is a new concept in Python, and global and local variables again I am reminding through this class. See, when we create the variable inside a function, we say that the variable is local to that function. This is the first line, as I told. This means that it can only be accessed by statements inside the function that created it. It is only accessed by the statements of that functions. When a variable is created outside all of your functions, it is considered as a global variable. These variable can be accessed by any statement in your program file, that is the entire program, including by statements in any functions. All of the variables we have been creating so far in class have been global variables. He is referring this slide. You don't worry. See here, one program he given, name is equal to Obama, and def is show name. This is the function, and this function has a one statement, that is print function and a name, and the out of this function one statement is print main program and name, and we are calling the show name. What is the output? What is the output and why? Anybody?
Main program Obama, function Obama.
Main program Obama, function
Obama.
Come again. Okay. Main program Obama, function Obama. See here in the show name function, it is accessing the name values, and also out of the function one printable statement is there, that is also accessing the name values. The output is main program Obama, function Obama. Good. If you want to be able to change the global variable inside of a function, you must first tell Python that you wish to do this using the global keyword inside. See, is that for reference purpose he is using, if you want to use the global variable, then you have to use the global keyword inside the functions. If you want to use inside the